Good morning, babies. Good evening, good afternoon, whenever you find this message. Hi. Hi, cuties. What's up? Hi. This is a general message, so take what resonates, leave the rest. Use your own discernment and own intuition. Whenever you find it, it is the right time because it is timeless, babies. Timeless. Oh, and I will never reach out to you for a personal reading. I do not do them. And this is my only platform where I post content. So please report anything anywhere besides YouTube as fake or imposters. Please and thank you, okay? Love you. All right. So the song I got on shuffle is Rust by Corey Kent. Tougher than Ford, more solid than a Chevy. Hearts born to run, rolling lead foot heavy. Every twist, every turn, I'll hold you rock steady till these wheels run right out of road. This ain't a two-tone pile of Detroit steel or a worn-out plow in a farmer's field. Yeah, some things do, but we never will. This love won't rust, it holds right up, ain't going nowhere when the going gets tough. The shine might fade, the rain's gonna come, we'll weather that storm whenever it does. This love don't rust, rust, rust. My voice is still cracked from being sick. That totally sucks, but so I'm probably gonna just read most of this instead. Got some grit, got some dirt, got some rough around the edges. Up ahead, heaven knows that devil's gonna test us. Right hand on a King James book of red letters. I'm betting on forever with you. This love don't rust, it holds right up. Ain't going nowhere when the going gets tough. The shine might fade, the rain's gonna come. We'll weather that storm whenever it does. This love don't rust. So we've got some strong, long-lasting love, huh? Do we? I'm gonna reshuffle. Yeah. It's just like long-lasting, and I'm getting like nice. So, bitch. Okay, so we got the World card, the King of Cups, and the Four of Wands. Yes. Yes. So, I don't know, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, tell you how it resonates. This may not resonate for everyone, but with this World card coming out, like the next love that you have or like that you're heading into, if you aren't already in it, it's the final, it's the award, it's, you know, the cycle closed, it's it, that's donezo. There's no more like seeking this anymore. It ain't going nowhere when the going gets tough. The shine might fade, the rain's gonna come. We'll weather that storm whenever it does. Especially like, cause I'm getting with this like cycle close, and we're into that 8 year, which is, you know, 2 plus 2 plus 4, right? We're almost like finished with this 8 year. Cycles are getting closed out, where karma is being paid up. And I'm not super familiar with the Chinese years and all of that, but knowing it's the year of the dragon, from what I've heard, is very like auspicious and powerful. There's a lot of power to it to manifest and just get shit done. And with that, this is coming with this closing of a cycle and closing of all of the karmic debt and paying up and like getting rid of old patterns, that's bringing in this like love of a lifetime, like, you know, a long lasting love. And when we have the King of Cups, and take it how it resonates, it could, you know, just be like partnerships, friendships, business, but I'm just seeing love here, but do what you will with that. We have the King of Cups here. And I'm seeing that as like mastery of yourself and your emotions. And that in turn is bringing this Four of Wands, which is like home, wish fulfillment, a marriage, just like a celebration coming together. Yeah, I'm also like, now that I'm seeing this, it's not all just like love. It's just like you're finally coming home to yourself. You're finally coming to where you belong, and like coming to stability, friendship, community, family. And it's something worth like celebrating, because this is like the 1111 card usually, because there's like, you know, the Four Wands are lined up to where it looks like 1111, and I am recording this on 1111. So how interesting is that we got that? But I'm saying that as like coming into mastery of yourself, like with the King of Cups, he always got the little teardrop, but he's also like got this like little smirk, like content smirk. That's like you becoming into like accepting what emotions come up, whether it's, you know, good, quote unquote good, or quote unquote bad. You know, no emotions are bad. It's all part of our 3D experience that we get to embrace this, and you're accepting it. Or someone is. And take it how it resonates. You could be watching for somebody else, whatever. I also heard you're no longer drinking the Kool-Aid. So you're no longer buying into like what's been spoon-fed to you, and you're following your own inner compass. And he's got wings on his throat. So I'm seeing that as like you being able to voice your needs, voice your opinions, like really use your voice to hold boundaries and keep yourself protected. What else? Five of Swords. So I'm getting, because we have Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck, so there's like a lot of fear of anxiety, but you're not allowing that to control you anymore. It's like you can sense it, but still act besides that. Like, yeah, I especially with that Strength card in reverse right under that, maybe there's like anxieties, fears, insecurities. Maybe I'm not good enough. What if I fail? What if I do this? What if I do that? You still have that, but with this Five of Swords and the King of Wands, I totally thought this was going to be a love message, but now it's like turning into not. Oops. Your Five of Swords and Five of Wands, you're winning at all costs. You're like pushing through and not giving up and taking control of your life, even though it's scary, but you know that it's like necessary, and you know that's how you have to lead and take responsibility. And it's like almost you know that it's not going to be a good life unless you do something about it. And you're like, I'm not going to let these fears and worries and insecurities and what if I don't have enough skills or, you know, whatever, I'm not letting that control me anymore. And you're not letting, with this, I'm also seeing it with that, because we have the Five of Swords and the Six of Swords in reverse and the Knight of Coins, the Knight of Pentacles. I'm seeing that as you're not allowing, yeah, it may seem like setbacks or people try to like keep you stuck or these, you catch yourself when you're in that Nine of Swords, strength in reverse energy, like just stressed out, anxious. You don't let that keep you stagnant anymore. You still push through. This Knight of Pentacles he's the slowest moving knight, but he's still moving, especially upright. So you're not allowing that keeping you in this stuck ass energy and not moving forward and in the turbulent waters. And you're still pushing through, even if it seems like I saw 11:11 on the timer. You're still pushing through despite like it appearing you being stagnant. You're like, even if I'm just taking like one baby step at a time, you know, I'm going one step a minute. I need to do something about this. I need to keep pushing through. And that might also just be advice for you if you're feeling frustrated or just like, dude, come on. You're being guided to not stay in that turbulent energy. And with that King of Cups, master yourself. Cry if you need to. Feel what you need to feel. And then keep pushing through. Don't let that keep you stuck in this energy. Like surrender to the emotions and feelings, but don't let it keep you stagnant. What else we got? Someone might have red hair. It's just really sticking out to me in that King of Wands. So we have two kings out here, and interestingly, since it's the King of Cups and the King of Wands, I'm seeing it as like alchemy, like you're using opposite energies, like you know how to harness your light and your dark energy, because you know if you mix fire and water, like that could make steam, or you know it could just put the fire out, but it's your choice on like how you're going to use them together. Are you going to turn that water into another form of I can't think of the word. Material, I can't think of the dang word. Yeah, you're gonna turn it into steam, or you're just gonna let it put out the fire. That's hilarious. So it's the Rust song I'm getting now is like, I totally thought it was like love, but it is a love reading, but it's love for yourself. You're recognizing the only way I'm gonna enjoy my life and just by having a better life, I have to take responsibility, and I have to take, and in that gives you pure freedom, knowing that it's all on you to make your life better. And that's, you know, true, honest, unconditional love for yourself. Yeah, it hurts and it feels yucky to look at, oh man, I've been doing this, I've been causing this, I've been allowing this, you know, whatever it is, but I'm choosing to take responsibility for it. And we have the Seven of Swords in reverse, so that's like the truth coming out that, you know, you're in that Empress energy, you're and don't take it like it doesn't have to be gender specific. There's no gender in tarot. It's just an energy, an archetype. Yeah, you're realizing, interesting, I wouldn't expect to read it like this, but I'm seeing the Seven of Swords in reverse as, where have I been like sitting on my ass and not doing anything with that Hanged Man and the Empress? Like, where have I not been taking action where I need to? I'm also seeing that as realizing, okay, where do I need to surrender and not do anything and just quit, I don't know what that was about. I tried to decode that, but I don't know. Yeah. You're also realizing that, okay, where do I need to take action and where do I need to surrender and quit fighting against the energy that is happening? You're not allowing it to flow. Anything else? There's a lot of observing going on here because we have the Knight of Swords in reverse with the Knave of Swords, which is the Page of Swords on this deck. I'm seeing that as you observing your thoughts and, you know, catching those negative, quick thoughts before they get out, essentially, and destroy, or, you know, because you're realizing you're raising in vibration, so you manifest what you think and what you feel and what you speak, and so you're trying to observe your thoughts, because I'm seeing this Knight of Swords in reverse as like negative thoughts, quick thoughts, impulsive, like intrusive thoughts. Like you're catching and observing that, and because you know, like you may have accidentally like manifested something you didn't want to, and you've witnessed it, and you're like, whoa, I have serious power here. I have some serious power right here. Some serious horsepower. Anything else? Yo, I am shitting. I am shitting my pants right now. Guess what just came out? And the Emperor fell directly on the Empress, bitch. It like fell just like that. Okay, so by doing all of these things, your divine counterpart is coming in. I'm also seeing this as you being fully balanced in your feminine and masculine energy and knowing when to wield it, which, you know, turn the dial one way or the other. And with the Nine of Cups in reverse, let me get one more on that. Interesting. We got the Eight of Cups in reverse and the Five of Cups in reverse. Yeah, by recognizing where you have been dissatisfied and overindulging or just like not doing anything with that Nine of Cups in reverse, into the Eight of Cups in reverse, which is like you were staying there, no, even though like you know it wasn't good for you, and that could just even be a mindset. You're by recognizing that and taking full responsibility for that, you have the Five of Cups in reverse, which is accepting the loss and moving beyond the grief, and that in turn brings you into balance with yourself and your divine counterpart. Oh, bitch. Yo, I want one more on that. Actually, I'll pull some oracles now. Rest and rejuvenation. So definitely you're realizing when you need to surrender and quit fighting up against the energy and when you need to act. You're tapping in, your intuition's getting stronger. Your spiritual practice is really helping you out with that. So if you haven't been on it, get back into, you know, meditating just a little bit. Just even a little bit will help. And being, you know, mindful throughout your day. And that I'm seeing that as like more of like a balance. And they both have eagles on the card with the Emperor and Empress. So you're with that mastery, you can see that like things from a higher perspective. You can, oh yeah, and we have the journey card here. So you can understand that, oh, you know, whatever awful thing happened to me, it was all part of the journey. I needed to learn something from that. Oh, okay. That, as much as it sucks, it's helping. It like had its purpose. The world again. You know, so we started with the world and we got it again. You're understanding by taking responsibility for yourself that I'm seeing that as like the world is in the palm of my hand. I can do whatever I want. And by doing so, I don't have to answer to anyone. I don't have to, I mean, you obviously, like, if you have a partner or something like that, kids, you gotta take them into account. With that yawning, I'm getting, because I didn't literally yawn all morning as I was getting ready, so you're realizing all of that fighting up against the energy was just draining you. And it's like, you may have gotten into a place where you were just completely exhausted and you're like, fine, I surrender. All right, my belly's exposed, you win. Like, fine. I'm gonna quit fighting up against this energy and go somewhere where it's gonna flow. And I'm also seeing that as you're becoming more discerning on when you need to rest, when you need to take action. And with that exhaustion feeling, that had to happen to where you understand, oh, okay, this is what it feels like when I'm fighting up against the energy. Perfect. You needed to learn that feeling to know, like, oh, okay, this is my body, this is my spirit team telling me, yo, chill the fuck out. And we have man holding coin, and this is like my King of Pentacles kind of guy. Fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. So not only are you mastering the material world, or I should say, you are mastering the material world, and it's because you're stepping into your heart space. Your heart is opening. Your heart chakra is opening. You're open to love. And that's just by you loving yourself and being there for yourself, being your own ride or die, and being your own divine masculine, divine feminine. And by doing so, that's bringing, you know, when you have that heart chakra open, that allows you to receive these wonderful gifts. And that could be love, if you want it, or career, or whatever. It's all these manifestations coming in. But you have to learn, you had to learn, I should say, 444 on my clock, that what it feels like to when you need to surrender. And like, that's just like becoming more in tune with and listening to your spirit team. They're gonna, you know, and that's you listening to your body and stepping into that spiritual practice a little more, where you know, okay, if I'm not getting quiet, I can't hear my spirit team, and then I'm gonna get more and more run down until I finally listen. And you're becoming more sensitive to different energies. And so if you don't like cleanse your energy and stuff, you get more depleted, just because you feel so much. You're like in a different timeline to where your body feels a bunch. You pick up on a bunch of energies. You pick up on stuff you didn't pick up on from before. You're able to read the energy even before you get into the room. Oh, and because and this is just coming up, so this might resonate for you. I was doing some research on like the Chinese medicine. I was just randomly called to look up like spleen qi, I think it's called, depletion, and that's from anxiety. So if you're having digestive problems, and like, you know how I'm having to clear my throat and stuff like that, that's from anxiety. And what I got from that's from this ascension process that we're going through, because we're having to face, like, we're shedding old parts of ourselves. We're no longer who we are, so we're also grieving that. And so that might be a little anxiety inducing to be this new person. and feel different. You know, you're completely different in your body now, all of that stuff. And so that might be, it's a little anxiety inducing because you're experiencing new vibrations that you've never experienced before. And so, you know, that might just be also, you're taking more leaps of faith because you're coming up, you're fighting against and winning at all costs to not be held back by these fears and insecurities anymore. You're like, no, you're not letting me, I'm going to fight up against this. This is not happening anymore. I'm taking control of my life. And by doing so, that's going to be a little anxiety inducing. So you just need to feel that out and let it flow through you. So there's a lot of shifts going on, and it will pass. Because I was like, I kept asking my spirit team, I'm like, well, is there something I need to do? They're like, well, you could like get acupuncture or whatever, but it's more of, you know, you shifting and changing. Because I was sick a couple weeks ago, so I'm still feeling the effects of that, and it's because of like this ascension process, and you know, I'm having anxiety and like quote unquote negative emotions because it just feels so different, and I'm having to release these heavier things that I've been holding onto and just holding in my body. I'm needing to release those. Sorry, my nose is so itchy right now. I'm needing to release those so I can get into these higher vibrations and higher realms. So it's all like part of the process. So if you're like clearing your throat a lot, tired, I think it was digestive issues, you got the shits. Trying to think of what else it was. Just fatigue. I looked that up, and that was like spleen key symptoms. Low spleen key. I think I'm pronouncing it right. So maybe look that up, and that might help, like just help with the symptoms. But my spirit team was like, you just got to get through this like anxiety and like adjustment, acclimating to it. It's like moving to a higher altitude. Is like, you got to drink more water, you got to just chill out, you can't overdo it, or you're just gonna be like, oh. Get the altitude sickness. So that's essentially what is happening from my standpoint. Obviously, if you have those symptoms or whatever, go see a doctor. But I am not a doctor, but this is just from, if it resonates with you on a spiritual level, that's what's occurring. And we have happy family, and we have that Four of Wands here. So by getting through this shitty part, the ascension symptoms, that type of stuff, that's bringing you into this fulfillment. You know, you're finally getting to the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow and following that. And you know, there's 4 people, you know, I'm seeing that as like 1111 again on that card, and it being number 4. So do with that what you will. Anything else? First chakra, Archangel Michael. Third chakra, Archangel Chamuel, and the Angel of Love. So for sure, that spleen energy is associated with that solar plexus, because you get the digestive issues. And so maybe you just need to do some listening to some frequency healing stuff. But what's happening is you're becoming more secure in your body. But if you've never been that way before, it feels freaky and weird, anxiety inducing, because this is something you haven't ever experienced before. And so you're coming into being more secure and confident, but it just feels different. And since we have the Angel of Love with the Emperor and the Empress, you're giving love to yourself, you're being your own divine counterpart, and in turn, that's bringing in this divine union. It's all just taking care of yourselves, babies. All right, I'm gonna pull one of these, and then I'm gonna head out. head on out. This was kind of like the energy of this reading was very like low and kind of tired and sleepy feeling. So I definitely get that y'all are feeling that way. Just with this ascension, there's just a lot going on. This has been a really big timeline jump. And you're meant to be this way. So, it just depends on the person, and what like stuff you gotta undo and release, and why this is like how long it's gonna happen. But just take care of yourself in this time. Listen, if you feel like you're just exhausted, then belly up and just be like, surrender to it. Okay, you win, and quit fighting the energy. But I do see, coming up against these anxieties and just like feeling it and releasing it. Everything needs to be felt and let the flow come through you, so you're not bottling that stuff up. Because if you bottle it up, that's adding more weight to your energy. All right, you choose every piece of content you consume. So I think this will help with that ascension stuff, since you are becoming more and more sensitive. Watch what you're consuming, who you're interacting with, what you're eating, what you're, scrolling on, or, the news, what you're reading. Really watch that, because you are more sensitive to things now and energies. And being in this new frequency, I'm seeing it's like you have the ability to consume things like that and not be affected by it. I'm seeing that as like scrolling on TikTok and stuff like that, but you have that ability, but it's going to take work to really shield yourself. It's like you need to do a protective shield before you like consume this stuff. So right now, if it's like you're just really drained and you're like, yo, what the hell? Just maybe take a break from whatever you've been consuming, because you're like ultra sensitive to stuff right now. I'm not a fractured being, I'm multifaceted. So this is like you feeling that King of Cups step, coming into mastery of yourself and recognizing, oh, if I have these emotions, I'm not like out of control, I'm not immature or anything like that. This is like part of my human experience, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's all like part of, having emotions is part of like being on this 3D planet, The 3D, I just spit everywhere. I'm all drooling. You're never more than a half a step away from being back in the flow. Yo, what did I say? You were fighting the flow. So all you got to do is step back half a step, even, if you will, and get back into that. Damn, that is perfect. I'm going to end it right there. Just throw time at it until it's a thing. So it's like a practice of getting back into the flow. Oh my. Yeah, this energy is so sleepy. And so if you're feeling just super drained and tired and all of that, like really take care of yourself. And that might be the sign that you're not in the flow of things. I'm getting two things. Like you're either fighting the flow, which the flow might be you having to chill out and not like grind so hard physically. But also you might be consuming or indulging in something that's draining and depleting you because you're so sensitive now. You're so like highly tuned into like what you feel and what you sense that depletes you pretty easy if you consume like lower energy stuff. But yeah, I'm seeing a lot of it is just like this, take it which one resonates for you. It could be all of them. Is like this anxiety of like being a whole new person, fighting up against like what you're being asked to surrender something that's going to drain you, and the content you're consuming or whatever, food, whatever, what you're reading, all of that stuff, who you're interacting with, that's all affecting it. And if you feel depleted after talking to someone, you definitely need to put up some boundaries, some energetic boundaries or physical, whatever that is. You can trust what your body tells you right now. You're very tuned in, you're tapped in. Your intuition is way stronger. And all you gotta do is take a half a step back into getting in the flow, babies. I love you so much. I am so proud of you. Go take a nap or something, because this energy is so sleepy. So go take care of yourself. Eat a nourishing meal, you know, whatever you need to do, or if fasting, you feel called to fast, whatever. You went through a big timeline jump, so there's just a lot of stuff going on. So take care of yourselves. I love you so much, babes. Thanks for being here. Bye.